Hello everyone, Crystal here. Welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a few weeks since I released a video, but I promise I'm going to make it up to you guys. In this video, I'm going to be showcasing a series of segments that I've been working on that will help you to improve your visual design and your photography, give you some inspiration on how I'm growing my brand and how you can too, as well as just some more fun creative projects that I've been working on. I want you to stay tuned into this video because I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to make your photos pop, as well as the behind the scenes of BTS Photoshoot. I've owed you guys that for a while now. And the top websites that I go to for visual inspiration. Are you ready? Let's go! Do you want to know a simple way to make your photos pop? When in doubt or you're running out of ideas, just consider color contrast. Color contrast is simply using colors that are opposites on the value spectrum or they complement each other. Colors like yellow and purple or orange and blue. I recently incorporated this in my last photo shoot. Since I'm not a stylist, I don't know any stylists, and we literally decided what the talent was going to wear the night before the photo shoot. Keeping her in all red was a great way to create some visual interest as well as help her to stand out against the all green background of the trees. When asked about what is the most important design concept, Chris Do even talked about the importance of contrast. In our case, we're talking about color contrast, but contrast can be achieved through using opposites in scale, texture, value, and even spacing. Speaking of that photo shoot, I know that I owe you guys the best photos from BTS Photoshoot. One of the main things that I really had to do was to decrease the contrast on all of these photos. The HDR on my camera is horrible, and so reducing the contrast allowed me to get more room to play with the highlights and the shadows in the picture. The calibration was also important to ensure that I got her skin tones looking all nice and smooth and chocolatey. And I even challenged myself to figure out what the tone curve is all about, aside from just increasing contrast. And so I got a really nice mood by just putting some reds within the shadows and also some yellows. These tones were everything to the photograph. It gave it so much more emotion and created a nice mood. My favorite thing about this photograph is the way that the sun is highlighting her in the back, and she has her arm extended like right under the sun where the sunlight is coming through the trees. That was not intentional, I'm not even gonna lie, but it worked out really nice. I really wish that I had a flash or some light on hand so that I can, bring some light onto this side of her body and kind of allow her face and her eyes to pop out just a little bit more. This photograph, I think, is my favorite from the entire day. And I couldn't choose between this one and this one. But I love everything about this. She's dancing. She's doing one of my favorite moves in traditional West African dance. And, the way that the things in the trees are just framing her, and the way that the red is just popping out and she's showing her dance. So it gives a lot of, it just creates more interest in the photograph. I really love everything about it. What I realized also, as hard as it is to take like really nice crisp images when the subject is moving, I think that moving shots might actually be my favorite. Trying to capture somebody mid-action, I think, is a strategy that I'm going to use moving forward in order to get, more emotion and more of a mood throughout my photographs. So I like this shot a lot. This is another one that I liked. It's much darker than the others. I really like this shot because it shows more of the landscape and it still allows her to pop so much even though she's standing so far back. The red, once again, it helps to make this photo interesting. It allows you to pull your eyes directly to where she is. It's showcasing her fashion, her style, and just the fact that she stands out no matter where she is. So that's pretty cool. This is a shot that I experimented with because I saw a lot of these images on Pinterest, and I'm just like, damn, I really like how it looked. It shows her in a very powerful stance because the camera was all the way down to the ground, and I had to tilt it up, so it just made her look a lot more just dominant. In the future, I think I would have wanted to have a much wider lens so I can probably get more of her body, more of her legs. But I really like this shot a lot. And then of course the contrast of the red against the blue is very, very, very striking. This was my favorite shot from the river shoot. A lot of them did not come out how I hoped because of all of the shadows in the picture. Once again, I really needed to have an extra light on hand that day. I think it came out beautiful, but just to take it up a notch, I think a light would have really helped to kind of allow her to stand out a little bit more from against the background. But yeah, it's still pretty nice. And I think having the foreground here was a good decision to help make the photo more interesting. I absolutely love this shot. There are some shots that you do and it's just like, it comes out of nowhere, honestly. Because she was actually like talking to Alexis for a little bit, and then I just walked up to her, and then I just took a quick glance to my right. I'm just like, damn, you look really good in this location. So I ended up shooting her right in front of the bushes and with the sun behind her and kind of creating this haze down here and above her head. Of course you can see me in the glasses. I wish I could have gotten that out, but aside from that, I think it was a solid shot, and it was not planned at all. It was kind of like, oh, well, you look really good right here, just do it. This is another one of my favorite shots because of how dynamic it is. It's a low angle shot, so I was able to allow her to look like she's more up in the air. I love the way that she's framed within these red panel things up here, and you know, she's kind of doing her thing, and it just makes her look cool. Like, not many people could, you know, do one of those jump kicks to the side, so that was pretty cool. And this final shot is my favorite as well because, I don't know, it just really captures her personality well, her style, her fashion. I like the location, I like the stripes of the red, and the fact that it adds interest without making it too distracting. This type of photograph is the stuff that I'm used to taking in terms of close-up, like mid-range portraits, and yeah, I really liked how it came out. Overall, this photo shoot made me realize that I need to step up my game as it relates to lighting. I need to understand it better and figure out like what are the scenarios that I'm going to need to bring more light, and how I can use the light sources that are available to me much, much better. So what do you think? Not too bad, right? I really wanted to step up my game much, much more in this photo shoot and challenge myself to do more than the work with what you got type of photography that I did when I was an event photographer. So I thought a lot more about just styling and colors and location in this shoot, and I feel like it shows. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Before we go, I got some sites I want to share with you for where I go when I need inspiration for my photography, when I'm designing a website, or any other visual design. Whenever you have a new project, you always want to have some inspiration images nearby that can give you some quick ideas for poses, colors, locations, or any other type of inspiration for your project. Are you ready for these? Make sure, because these will be very, very quick. The sites are Pinterest, of course, Behance, if you have an Adobe subscription, Google Images, Unsplash, go figure, and Dribble. You always want to keep these images nearby, like on your phone or like a printed copy, so that you can have them right on hand whenever you need it. And trust me, you will always need to have inspiration or reference images nearby. You're welcome. I appreciate you guys making it to the end of this video. If there are any segments that you guys would like to see me cover, any topics that you want to see me get into, just let me know in the comments. By the way, shameless plug, if you're looking for any web design or photography services, feel free to reach out to me at the email below, and check out my website at culture.studio/design/work or -work. You guys will see the link. I've got lots in store for you guys on this channel, and I cannot wait to show you over the next few weeks. See you in the next video. Peace.